throughout most of human history, the sort of nightmare scenario of total social breakdown that people envisioned was precisely the debt trap. Essentially that 1 or 2% of the population would end up with all the resources, end up lending it to everybody else, and people would start falling so deeply into debt they'd have to sell members of their family, their children would be pawned, they'd end up having to work for households of strangers. Eventually people might even have to sell themselves to work for others into slavery. The point I always make is that, if Aristotle were somehow put in a time machine and magically transported to here, he would probably think that the distinction between selling yourself to work for strangers and renting yourself to work for strangers was kind of a legalistic distinction. He would look at Americans and say, these people are debt slaves. I think the great social crisis that everybody is terrified of for much of human history has happened to us. And we've made up this language where what people used to think of as slavery is now called freedom. But has this